So, when you hear the term AI, what comes to mind? Is it sci-fi movies, robots taking over? Well, the truth is, AI isn't some far-off, futuristic thing. It's actually all around us right now. It's in your phone, it's in your inbox, and today we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify it all, from the little things you use every day to the huge changes happening in big industries like healthcare. Okay, let's start with something you've probably done today. You hop in the car, you pull up a map app, right? And it tells you to take some weird back road to avoid a traffic jam. How does it know? Yep, that's AI. It's crunching a ton of real-time data just to make your life a little bit easier. Or what about your email? Think about that junk folder. It's amazing, right? How does your inbox magically know that an email is spam versus something important from your boss? You guessed it, it's AI again, working behind the scenes, sorting and learning from every single email you get. And here's another one. You ever get that text from your bank, the one that's like, did you just spend $100 on, I don't know, rubber chickens in another state? That little alert that saves you from fraud, that's AI, acting like a super smart watchdog that knows your spending habits inside and out. Okay, so we've seen it in action, rerouting us, cleaning our inbox, protecting our money. But what is AI really? Let's just boil it down to a super simple idea. For our purposes, think of it like this. It's software that actually understands what you're asking it to do and gives you a helpful response. It's not a walking, talking robot. It's more like a search engine that you can have a real conversation with. All right, and this next part is really important because it explains why everyone is talking about AI right now. For a long time, the AI we used was what you'd call discriminative AI. Its main job was just sorting things. Is this picture a cat or a dog? Is this email spam or not spam? Simple choices. But the big change, the reason for all the buzz, is generative AI. This is a whole new ballgame. This kind of AI doesn't just sort, it creates. It can write an email for you, create a picture, compose a song. It's the difference between a librarian who finds a book for you and an author who writes a brand new one just for you. It's a massive leap. So if you're going to use this new creative AI, there's one golden rule you have to know. And it's this: the better your instructions, the better the result. It's that simple. We call those instructions prompts. Think of it like talking to a really smart but very literal assistant. If you give vague instructions, you'll get a vague answer. But if you're clear and specific, you'll get something amazing. You're the director here.
Okay, enough of me just talking about it. How about you try it for yourself? Ready to jump in the driver's seat?
All right, so in a second, I'm going to ask you to pause this and actually try it. All you need to do is open a new tab in your web browser and go to one of the free tools out there. You've probably heard of them. ChatGPT is a great one, or Google's version, which is called Gemini. Either one is perfect for this. Okay, so once you've got ChatGPT or Gemini open, we're going to give it its first mission. I want you to type this in word for word. We're going to start by giving it a job, a persona. Type, "You are a nutritionist." See, that tells it how to think. Then give it the task. Create a simple 3-day healthy meal plan for a busy adult. Be specific. And finally, tell it how you want the answer. Format it as a table. Then just hit enter and watch the magic happen. But wait, don't stop there. After it spits out a plan, try asking a follow-up. Something like, "Can you make that vegetarian?" This is where you'll really see the power of conversation. All right, this is your cue. Go ahead and pause right now. Give it a shot. We'll be waiting for you right here. Go on. And welcome back. How'd it go? Pretty cool, right? Now get this. That exact same technology you just played with, that's what some of the biggest companies in the world are now trying to figure out how to use to tackle their most massive problems. And I'm not exaggerating. This isn't just a handful of tech companies messing around. A recent study from Gartner found that 75%, 3 out of every 4 big businesses are actually increasing how much they're spending on AI. That's not just a trend, that's a tidal wave. So, okay, where is that money going? What are they actually doing with it? Let's zoom in on one really complicated area, the world of healthcare payers. And payers is just a fancy term for health insurance companies. So here are a few real-world examples of how these companies are starting to test this stuff out. And notice, these aren't grand world-changing promises yet. They're very specific experiments. For instance, Blue Shield of California is looking at whether AI can help with the mountain of paperwork doctors have to deal with. Oscar Health is running a pilot to see if they can use something like ChatGPT for personalized follow-ups to try and reduce unnecessary trips to the ER. And Elephants Health has built an internal AI assistant to see if it can help their agents get answers faster. The key word here is exploring. These are early days, but you can see how they're trying to aim this new tool at very real, very specific business problems. Whew, okay. So we've gone from your kitchen table meal plan all the way to the healthcare industry. Let's wrap this up and boil it down to the most important things to remember. So, what have we learned today? First, AI isn't the future, it's right now, a practical part of your daily life. Second, this new generative AI is basically a tool that you control with your instructions, your prompts. Third, and this is the big one, you are in the driver's seat. Better prompts mean better results. And finally, we're seeing that big industries are taking that exact same tool you just used and are starting to explore how it might help them solve their own, much bigger problems. The story here is definitely just getting started. And that really leaves us with one last big question. Because this tool, this technology, it's constantly learning from us, from every prompt and every conversation. So the question isn't just, what can AI do for us? The real question is, what are we all going to teach it?